Greetings, y'all. Since my last video, I have meandered from the Pacific Northwest across Washington State, Montana, North Dakota, into Minnesota, and joined my family to, I guess the word is inter my mom's cremains in her final resting place. It was lovely to spend time with extended family. There were several storm chasers in the parking lot at the hotel we were staying at. And there was a lot of volatile weather in the area, so they were in the right place. Also tried some peanut butter pizza.
What do you think, Brian?
And then the perennial Nomad challenge, especially for me in the summer, is where do I go to get away from those inevitable heat pockets? Because they will show up several times during the season. Anything above 78, really, my system can't handle. It regulates itself with nausea and fainting. So, options. I'd considered exploring elevations in Colorado or New Mexico, but I'm changing my domicile address, not the state, just the address. So, in case there are any issues, I wanted to be in the area and watching the 2 to 3 week forecasts that you can get on the NOAA site. It looked like there was some breathing room in Bozeman. So I endured some pretty high temps driving so I could get to a reasonable spot. And then on to the coast, where if you think zipping up to the Pacific Northwest is the magic bullet, not really. It can get pretty hot too these days, in the 90s in the Portland and the Seattle area. Also encountered a few interesting logistical conundrums, I guess I'll call them. Nothing unsolvable. The state trooper in North Dakota pulled me over because apparently I'd crossed a solid white line before I got onto the highway. A mile or two back, I don't know. It took me a while to notice his lights flashing. So, because I don't have any strikes on my record, on my license, I just got a warning. It was a reasonably pleasant encounter. And then, one morning as I was pulling away from a rest area that I stayed at, I noticed this new squeak coming from the rear right area of my wheels. And it went away when I was going like over 40, but it was very constant driving in town. So I just kind of waited to see what it would do, and the next day it seemed like it was getting worse. It's the Friday before the 4th of July weekend, and I tried calling one mechanic who was closing up his shop early because of the holiday. Understandable. Asked for a recommendation for somebody else. He gave me Tiorama on Main Street in Bozeman. Called him up. They were open till 6. Got me in at 4. diagnosed the issue. The little clips that hold the brake pads in place, one of them, the little tab, had snapped off. And who knows how old they are with my vehicle. It's 2007. And I looked up on the Carfax history, and it had been in Bozeman like 15 years ago. That was kind of fun. Anyway, it was easily fixed. The parts were easily available. They got me out of there by 6 o'clock. So shout out to Tayorama. Yesterday, I'd pulled over to a visitor center, got back in the car, turned it on, and oh, fun, check engine light on the dashboard. Got out my reader. It threw a code of a possible leak in the emissions system that could prevent, eventually, that vehicle from passing an emissions test. And where I am domiciled, I'm not required to do that. But I'd still like to see what's going on, and hopefully they can clear that light. So I have an appointment in a couple days to get that looked at. And in the meantime, I found yet another wonderful spot with the Discover Pass, one that I was here 3 years ago. Wow. And if I wanted to, I could just sit tight, enjoy the beautiful spot that I'm in. Again, I got the last one. It's a teeny tiny dinky spot, but I don't care. It's got enough privacy and tranquility. It's supposed to get up to 71 today, I think, here in the Port Angeles area. I have a water source, although I arrived with full containers of water. There is a laundromat. I think it's 5 miles from here. Also a general store and a gas pump. And I don't have to leave here for 7 days. So it's actually quite idyllic. The only negative about this trail is that it's only 1.25 miles long. It starts right at the campground and goes all the way to the coast. But I think there are tributary trails that I can check out that will get me up to my daily quota. I can feel a teeny tiny sliver on my finger. I'll have to check that out. Well, it's not a sliver. It's more like some plant thing that got me. It's not stinging nettle because it doesn't hurt that much, and there's no swelling or rash. So, if that's the most of my worries, I'm doing okay. Okay, I've rambled on long enough here. Thank you for watching. It's great to catch up, and we'll see you down the road. Bye.